Hello everyone, I'm Amari and welcome back to Disco Elysium. I don't know what to say for the intro, I just want to get into it. Like, the last episode was so heavy, I need to further this along. I probably want to do some side quests, to be honest. I miss it. And then I really want to talk to Joyce and Desperate too. Look, a handful of dried white wildflowers.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air.
Move your hand fast.
The wind brushes them off the roof.
They're gone.
They're gone.
Well, that was sad. I could have had those beautiful flowers, but they're gone. Yeah, we tried that already. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna just wear this outfit. I plan on... Is there anything else I could do with this?
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp.
Looks like it.
Yeah, there's nothing else we could do with it. Alright, let's go back down. We started off really hopeful with the flowers and then depressing that I ruined the flowers. Alright, it's 11 o'clock at night. We could send Kim to bed. Ask a little later. So we'll ask maybe after she's had a good sleep. I feel like everyone needs a little sleep to feel better. I kind of want to send Kim off to bed so that I can talk to Joyce. Can I send him to bed by clicking on his door? Or can I tell him, hey, go to bed? Okay, we will go to my bed and send you away. Did I ever talk to this guy? Who are you? I don't remember.
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous.
Oh, it's the smoker! Oh, you're here!
I see you found yourself a little something from my wardrobe. Not bad. Not bad at all. What brings you here?
What are you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
I'm here to kick some ass and solve the case I'm working on.
Well, here's to you.
He's so different. Tell me again about that muscular type who came to investigate the crime.
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
What did you tell him?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
Did you tell him about your friend?
What friend?
Your Sunday friend.
No, I don't think it came up.
Oh. What did he look like?
Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types.
Was he alone?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece.
His earpiece?
Yes,
oh,
you
yeah,
know those tiny
yeah.
speaker microphones that fancy security guards sometimes wear.
What was he saying?
Just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
Besides muscular, did he have any other identifying traits?
Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries.
He was.
He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese.
Thanks for the information.
Sure. Anything else on your mind?
I met your Sunday friend.
You did?
Yeah.
And how did you like him?
You were right. He was magical. Magically bureaucratic.
I told you, he can be very useful. I guess that's the charm of powerful people.
Who is he?
A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can always return.
Return where?
To his opportunities in Occident. Sur la Clé.
Yeah.
Still. His coming and going brings some life to the village. Or is it just money? I don't know.
Probably the money. He stares at the bar. What are you two?
Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time.
What does it mean, a Sunday friend?
That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess.
Ah, is that even a friend?
It is. On Sundays.
Fair weather friend. Why was he staying at your place in the middle of the night?
He has keys. And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean.
Not you? Okay, I don't want to talk about other people. I want to talk about you.
What about me, gendarme?
About this robe I'm wearing.
You can keep it. I don't mind. I can appreciate beauty when I see it.
Thanks. It's like carrying a piece of you with me at all times.
Is it now? Well, enjoy it.
I'm glad you like that. Okay, what is it about the way he carries himself?
Could he be a member of the homosexual underground?
Ooh.
Yes, this man is definitely one of the homos. I've seen them homos with my own eyes.
Yay, the gays!
Just pointing it out. We're not talking about some kind of cult with members here. You made it up.
Huh? Are you, as in encyclopedia? Hey, encyclopedia, are you part of the homosexual underground?
The homosexual
Oh, I'm talking to
underground?
him! Oh, why did I think I was talking to my inner voices? That's rude. I'm sorry. Don't talk like this to a real human being. This is... Everything I say is not to be actually used in real life, okay? The smoker sits up immediately, his eyes wide with amused surprise. A honeyed smile lingers on his lips.
Why, yes, I am, officer. Why? Do you want to investigate?
Yes, I want to hear more about this homosexual underground you're part of.
Oh, it's a pleasure group. A sub rosa pleasure group congregating in cellars under the cover of night. Saturday night. Sometimes even Friday night.
He's messing with me. But why do you convene? What do you do?
Oh, we're ambitious. We want to destroy the last vestiges of meaning, the last things people in Rebishul have to hold on to, the true symbols of security. The meaning of man and woman, mother and father, their marriage. Everything will be constantly shifting and moving under our rule. The future will belong to a circus of identities just spinning around, surreal and unreal.
Whoa, this is...
You won't even know who you are anymore.
Okay, but I gotta ask. Does it have anything to do with disco?
Yes, we listen to a lot of disco.
Yes, my people!
Some say we engineered disco to spread our vision of a vertiginous, ever-changing society, where all there is a razzle-dazzle of gold.
Oh, don't stop telling me.
We are going to change the family unit with all this razzmatazz and finger dancing. And with mysteries. Of course, the mysteries are also of sexual nature, very esoteric.
I do like disco. Maybe I should get into it?
You can't just get into it.
Oh.
You have to be born into it. One is either already in the homosexual movement or forever excluded from it.
Aw. But what if I can't remember whether I'm in or not? What if I can't remember anything about my life aside from the fact that I like disco?
Beautiful. Beautiful. That's exactly what we're looking for. Who knows, maybe you were homosexual in the past. Maybe all of that has been repressed.
He circles his hands around you. I've been invited to the gays.
I have to say that you do look like someone who might be part of the underground. You have that very distinctive, I can't understand what's going on here look.
Yeah, I do. Ah. This is gonna be like a 20-hour mind project for me. Is it a thought cabinet thing? 20 hours at least.
Absolutely wonderful.
Yes. Wow. Cool.
A
Wait.
man like you can figure out his sexuality in a working day.
In a day,
It
yeah.
won't be 20 hours, unless you want to enter the heightened realms of the phantasm erotique afterwards. It may be 20 hours or more, but that would be on your own time.
Worth it for the disco.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Bye-bye, smoker on the balcony. Let me read this. Where is it? Homosexual underground. You see mysterious strangers in the night leaning against unlit doorways, engaged in hushed conversation, a shadowy cabal exchanging looks, whispering in dark alleys and unmarked locales. A radical cell conspiring against the state and perhaps even against man and women. Was that a secret handshake? What's going on? Who are these secretive people? How will they accomplish their sinister and world-altering goals? And most importantly, are you one of them? You could be. Maybe you forgot. This is some like Illuminati, like the gay Illuminati. I'm into it. What do I get from it though? I guess I'm just in. It says temporary research bonus, none. It's not 20 hours, it's 8 hours. How come I could never use this pinball machine? I want to use it. Oh, I can't touch the window anymore. I do want to confront him again. Should I? Let's
It's you
confront him.
again. What is it?
Uh-oh. I'm gonna be like, you lie. Oh, but I haven't asked her about other details. Should I?
Again,
We'll
just
talk
get the
about the
dead
hanging
guy's
again.
autograph, since you're his biggest fan.
Good one, Titus.
Okay, no more
About
questions.
fucking time.
Okay, I can come back to him later. I'm worried that if I tell him that Castier said she wasn't raped, then he's gonna like flee or something. I don't know. Or Cassia will. Let's go to Fisherman Shacks. I always feel like I haven't explored everywhere, not anywhere, everywhere. I'm just gonna do one quick go around, and then I will send Kim to bed. I went around a little bit, just around the boardwalk, and I looked at the door again. Oh, I forgot what was the skill check. I just looked at it.
It's
but
getting late and it's snowing. Time to call it a day.
Let's send Kim to bed. Good night, Kim. Send him away for the night.
Good night, officer. We'll meet.
Okay, yeah. We'll meet in the morning. But are we? I exit. Ooh, time to go to Joyce. Could I just port there? Travel here. To Joyce we go. Sneaky, sneaky. Good evening, Joyce.
You're back.
I
Good.
am back.
What can I help you with?
I asked her about the tattoos before. I know I have to ask someone else about the tattoos, but I don't know who. I've got some more questions about reality.
More lessons in basic reality?
Yes.
My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Now that we're alone, what is the Pale? Should I save before this? What if I die? Okay, well, it's fine.
Are you sure you're sure? Your colleague seemed adamant.
Yes, what is the Pale?
Okay. The Pale is the most dominant geological feature of the world, Detective. The separative tissue between the islas. It is the inter-islary mass.
Wait, and what is an isla?
Isla is a Messinian word for a continent of matter, enveloped on all sides by the Pale. Also, isolation, or landmass. We used to believe there was only one. In the last 4 centuries, we have discovered 7. Windy, Seol, Samara, Ilmara, Grad, Katla, and this, Insulinde.
And Insulinde is?
An oceanic isla. It comprises mostly of water. Muindi is the largest, Katla the coldest, Insulinde the bluest. What can I say? Each is perishing and dear.
Okay, what is the Pale like?
Achromatic, odorless, featureless. The Pale is the enemy of matter and life. It is not like any other, or anything in the world. It is the transition state of being into nothingness.
Is it here? Look around.
No, Detective. We're safe. It begins there, 6,000 kilometers to the north, and even more to the south, east, and west. You are in the middle of the Isla.
Okay. I have a picture in my head that it's like a flat Earth to her, and the Pale is beyond our flat Earth. I don't know. And point north there?
An uproar of matter, darling. Rising into the Pale. Rolling. Evaporating even. A great vision. The area of transition between the world and the Pale is called porch collapse. Imagine a grey coronal mist. Cold vapor marked by spores of an opportunistic microorganism. A mold that's adapted to grow at the edge of the unrest. It's the most disco thing you will ever see.
Oh, it's
You
disco.
hear your pulse rise.
Yes.
The air feels caustic and cold suddenly.
Oh, bad. I just felt disco. What are its physical qualities?
It's difficult to describe, or even measure. Something whose fundamental property is the suspension of properties. Physical, epistemological, linguistic. The further into Pale you travel, the steeper the degree of suspension, right down to the mathematical. Numbers stop working. No one has yet passed the number barrier. It may be impossible.
If we're surrounded by the Pale, how do you get from Isola to Isola?
Oh, it is so difficult for us.
Oh, okay, so the Pale separates Isolas. I just assumed it was surrounding all of them.
A squall of birds. Hardware operating in the harbor. Firm. Self-evident.
It is possible to force dimensions on the Pale. In modern times, we can even compress its latitude, bouncing radio waves from one end to the other, shortening the path. But it is still hard for humans to navigate the Pale without getting lost, or having our minds damaged.
The Pale can damage the mind?
Extensively.
How?
Some say the damage stems from extreme sensory deprivation. Others argue that Pale somehow consists of past information that's degrading, that it's rarefied past, not rarefied matter.
This truly is like the Dolores Day.
They call it the blend over of the self. The Pale does not only suspend the laws of physics, but also the laws of psychology, maybe history even. The human mind becomes over-radiated by past.
Who says and who argues?
Who says and who argues?
The logical positivists say, the dialectical materialists argue.
Okay, what does this over-radiation feel like?
It feels terrible. Absolutely terrible. International standards strictly limit civilian travelers to 6 days of Pale exposure per year.
It's more for her. Way more.
You're not a civilian passenger.
No, Lieutenant Dubois. I'm entreprenetic business class. I'm cleared and trained for 22 days of Pale transit annually.
How damaged is her mind?
Someone else you've met may have been exposed as well. The strange grey-haired woman in her lorry.
Oh, yeah. Do lorry drivers pass the Pale?
Yes, carried in the hulls of airships. It's a horrific job. Automation will abolish it soon.
You should ask the pal driver about this. See what she says.
Are you over-radiated?
Up to my gills, officer.
What is entropinetic?
Entroponetics is the scientific study of the Pale, or a recent iteration of it by way of grad. The study of the Pale reaches back 6,000 years. The Pericarnassians called it the Western Plain.
They had not traveled the entire circumference of the Pericarnassian Super Isola. It was not merely in the west, it was everywhere, even then, surrounding them.
Did they cross it, the Western Plain?
There are signs of pre-modern crossings. Successful navigation of the Pale relies not just on technical know-how, but intensive psychological preparation. Some of these tactics have been known for thousands of years.
And what has entroponetics changed then?
Nothing. We remain powerless before the Pale. The only real advance in Pale transit is the speed with which an aerostatic craft can pierce it. Less exposure leads to less effects later.
Aerostatic craft?
Hybrid airships, Detective. Conventional rotors or jet engines no longer add velocity after the point of reference for motion is suspended, once you've crossed from near Pale to far Pale. In essence, we throw them in and they come out the other end. If we throw them precisely.
And if we do not?
Then they don't.
Gone, like a skipping stone beneath the surface.
It's terrifying. How much Pale is there compared to the world?
The Pale outweighs reality 2 to 1. There is more Pale than there is matter. And the ratio is slipping.
Slipping how? To our detriment? To our...
What do you think, Detective?
Oh gosh, it's growing. There's more and more of the Pale.
Precisely. One of the few measurable effects of the Pale is that it is expanding at an unknown rate.
Oh, that's
An
terrifying.
intuitive conclusion of that development is that one day the Pale will cover everything. But this sort of talk is mostly left to extremists.
Cover everything? That can't be. Where would we go?
Most people, and indeed most private and government sector organizations, entire civilizations and religions even, find handy ways to ignore or downplay that knowledge.
Ah, typical.
I suggest you do the same.
Gulp.
It doesn't look like you're doing the same. The suggestion was meant in earnest, Detective. Live life.
Let's return to reality, please.
Yes, sweet reality. But before we do, tell me, Detective, is this the first time you're hearing this? Do you really not remember anything?
I sometimes sense vague shadows of a past, and it's not good.
Then tell me, what do you think of the Pale?
You were right, it's disco. Oh god, wait. Ah, okay, it's terrifying. You were right, it's end disco. It will end all life, probably. That we continue to persist at all this is a testament to our faith in one another. Its advance can only be stopped with immediate, total, ruthless communism. A powerful anti-communist force, perhaps too powerful, but still, they have it coming. I'm worried I have to say it. It doesn't sound very liberal to me. I don't know how you've all survived with it. It's a huge accomplishment. Who am I to think anything of it? I'm just gonna say, it's disco. Her eyes tense. Crow's feet radiate from them. She observes you, your bloodshot eyes and swollen face.
You really didn't know. This does not spell good for the investigation, Detective. If you don't know even this, then...
She stops mid-sentence. No, this investigation will be my masterpiece. My like the only one they'll remember me by, I promise.
I hope so. I truly do. If I may suggest, hold on to your colleague, Kitsuragi. I ran a check on him and he is very competent. In the meanwhile...
Some of that assurance is meant for herself, as much as it's meant for you. She must have a lot on the line here.
You have me. I will assist you in any way I can, even if we have to do it one basic term at a time.
Cool.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Wait a second.
The little that I know.
How come I still have
Anything
my
else?
reality lowdown? I still need that. Hold on.
There is no recognition, only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
I don't know any of this.
We are where we are. I have no truer answer to give, unfortunately.
This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
Was there something else you wanted to know?
I still
remember
need
something
my
about a
reality
lowdown.
lowdown. Yes, I need the lowdown. What times?
Unimportant.
What
As
was
I
this
said, the turn
kerfuffle?
of the revolution. It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease, which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Marzolf came along and overthrew the government.
What did this Zara do?
It made people overthrow their governments.
No way.
Indeed. Zarat is a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark.
It was a funny time in history. They discovered transistors and rock music, but they didn't know anything about prions. Nobody did.
Where did it spread from there?
From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Marzolf's government was overthrown in 08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end.
What came next?
Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
What is the zone of control?
A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations. And you, of course, the citizens' militia. The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune.
What happened in the rest of the world?
Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-eastlery communication. Telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
51 minus 8 equals 43.
Wait, so you're saying it's been like this for 43 years?
Time flies.
What have we been doing all that time?
The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. 08 to 19 was simply hell.
And after that?
The 30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere.
All that untaxed income must have fueled the new. That can only mean one thing.
That's when they discovered disco.
Yes, and quantitative easing. It was a market mirage, unfortunately. The 40s dispelled it. An Isola-wide hangover, you might say. So, here we are.
She curtsies.
Welcome to reality, baby.
For her to be where she is, Wild Pines Group must have picked the right side.
Which side was Wild Pines Group on?
They picked the winning side. That's why they're here, and others are not.
They got lucky.
Perhaps it wouldn't have turned out that way had I been in charge. I might have bet on the king and led the Pines to doom.
Who would have sided with the king?
I would have sided with the cannons. If you'd seen the calibers of the things, you might have too. Perhaps it's better I was born when I was. 10 of the 14 Indo tribes got it wrong. Feld, Kupri, Tricentennial. So I suppose I would have been in good company.
What would you have done differently?
Good question. What would you have done differently?
Oh gosh, this was a conversation from before. Let's see if I remember it. No, actually, no, I asked you, who are you in all this?
And I asked you,
Oh my god.
pastless detective of the citizens' militia, what insight has acute encephalopathy given to you?
Here's some wisdom, lady. Say the death thing.
The death thing. This death thing? I would have sought a medical solution. Sounds like Zarath drove those people mad. That thing? Or this? I would have killed more. 400 million. Say the death thing. Okay, one of these two is the death thing, because this damaged people's minds.
A cold creeps up your spine, reaching its tendrils up your neck, toward the back of your head.
So a quarter of humanity simply lost their minds. And how would you stop a prion, a complex folding protein, unlife, with the technology 50 years ago?
I don't know. I like the cleansing artillery fire. You know, there's no solution to this. This just seems kind of scary. The prion that basically just turns people into zombies, dead zombies. Liquidate the rabbit prion-infested zombies dogs who want to kill everyone with cleansing artillery fire.
The wind stops, and for a moment, there's silence.
He said to say the death thing.
The charge dissipates into the dark water. All is quiet on the Martinez Inlet. A dog barks. A gunshot echoes off the walls of some distant building. A woman's voice.
Pokma by cannons.
Liquidate? That's what King Philip kept screaming from the Sol Aurum. Liquidate! Liquidate!
She says in a sing-songy kind of way.
In the end, they liquidated the Sol Aurum, melted the palace cube down to gold and platinum, and sold it for bullets. Strange times.
Alright, that's enough about the times.
They are what they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet come. Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
Now's your chance. Ask her who she is. She won't get out this time.
Seriously, I want to know what you are. Stop dodging. What are you?
I am the vilest of the vile. A traitor. A devourer of nations and infants.
She says with a sudden flash of teeth.
I am an ultra.
The hell is an ultra?
She raises the corner of her mouth, smirking, revealing a canine.
A vampire.
It's sharp.
Just mio, a liberal.
Yes. I am the nether creature of the forbidden
I'm sorry, that
swamp.
was so funny.
I pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution. My kind surrendered the nation to financial colonists. I can see you thought we'd gone extinct. After all, no sane person identifies as an ultra-liberal anymore. Not in broad daylight. You've got Revachol in your blood. A real nationalist. No? Tell me, now that I've uncoiled myself, are you repulsed?
I think
In her
vampires are
green
cool.
eyes, you see a mixture of truth and self-satire. Decades of guilt and pride.
I forgive you, but only because you're charming.
A devil, who being of great charm and guile, sneaketh into the homes of the godly.
That dialect is Ubisunt. You recognize it's a quote from somewhere. A play written way back in the Franco-Nigerian century.
Oh, should I continue the play? And persuade them to addict themselves to his service.
Ah,
What?
maybe you remember more than you let on. Despite whatever brain damage the alcohol may have inflicted.
Maybe I've been in the pale too much too. Vile Deul.
I hope we're able to remain friends, despite my scaly bulk and my love of regicide and homosexuality.
I'm
The
about
loss
to
of
be
sovereignty
one.
was not our plan all along, I assure you.
It's fine.
When the dust settled, the Liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future. This was all our last generation managed.
Would you have done something differently?
With due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinez a monument to the efficacy of its artillery.
While a gentle wind sweeps the streets in the rebuilt east, light drizzle washing it clean, lights go up and motor carriages circulate the tracks.
I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the Coalition. Not here in Martinez, and not in the Stella Maris or Delta Beachheads either. If not for my own sake.
Ooh, it's super foggy.
She realizes her small, cold fists are clenched. She loosens them.
Then for my daughters. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isola down rather than let them have it.
You're a smart woman.
Perhaps. My intellectual vanity will be my undoing.
You're no dummy yourself.
No, or intellectual vanity will be my undoing.
And the crown on your head as you lay in the casket.
You're a patriot?
Yes, I suppose I am. But I wouldn't be a patriot anywhere but here.
You have daughters?
Yes. Whatever else I am, I'm also a mother. And a wife. Now, shall we return to reality?
Nope, I've got my lowdown.
Glad
That's
to have
all
been
for
of
now.
assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
Nope, thank you. That's all for now. Good night. Woo! Got XP. I finished. Oh man, look, Wednesday's totally done. I just have Thursday, Tuesday, and Monday. Don't know who else asked about victims' tattoos. I can't find a way in there. Too poor for the pants from Kuno, even if he gave me a discount. Still looking for armor pieces. I don't want to open the door for Everard. Have no idea where the murder weapon is. I need to pass those checks. Can't give it to her yet. I mean, I could confront Everard. I wonder if I should... You know, I should sleep for the night. Let me just check all the white checks. Andre can't. It's impossible. Oh, I could just give it a try. I could give dance one more try before bedtime. And if dance doesn't work one more try before bedtime, then it's bedtime. Oh my god. Oh wait, we asked about the pale with Suno, but I kind of want Kim there. No, I want Kim there. Let's not do anything without Kim. He's best buddy. I have so much speed. I have a lot. I have so many uses. I could actually use this for like any psych stuff. But I was looking at this one just because I'm really invested in the church. And I've always been back and forth whether to take the magnesium-based life form because I mean, I'm just assuming that it's gonna help my psych out. Then there's also this. It's hard to choose. So I'm just gonna go maybe with magnesium-based life form first, because that seems kind of useful. I only have like 5 slots left. I've been back and forth with this one, so let's internalize this one. Magnesium-based life form. I have minus logic and minus shivers right now. Yikes. I hope that actually gives me something good. So, we can go to bed. Have I spoken to you, like all your dialogue,
Our
lady?
tenant, the policeman.
Yep. Oh, okay, bedtime.
It's getting cold. This late in the night. Time to call it a day.
Enter the shack. There are things I want to do, but I want to do them with Kim, so we shall only do it with Kim.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
Go to sleep.
The bed underneath you is soft, if lumpy. Waves wash the sand underneath the hut, then grow distant to your ear. In the quiet hum of the organic heater, you fall asleep.
No dream?
Like a deftly cast fishing net, sleep pulls you out of the world and into its dark shore. The rough mesh chafes, tightening around you, it digs into your brain.
This is a pale, isn't it? Great, this is gonna be really chill.
How have things been going for you out there? Helped anyone lately? Saved anyone lately? Murdered anyone lately?
Yes, no, no.
This bastard isn't even listening to you.
It's me, my
Because
own
you
brain.
know you are a murderer. A disco music listening psycho killer who offs poor people and then forgets about it.
I killed people? Okay, so I'm a murderer and that's bad.
Hear that? He doesn't even flinch. Iceman doesn't care about killing people. That's nothing to him. Blackwater, under the bridge. The thing he's really scared of is much, much worse than that.
What is it?
Don't tell him, sister. It's too bad.
Why are you doing this? I just want to sleep. I can almost see the dark.
We're trying to help you. All these processes, these tortures, voices and tremors are all just distractions, flares and countermeasures to keep you from the last dream. The worst of them all.
Death, huh? The last dream?
The last dream will be total annihilation. Cinders peeling off the fuselage. We won't be there to help you anymore, Harry. We will be dormant. You will be naked and alone.
And the air will smell of apricots, probably.
Of hell. An ancient sadness, brother. 10,000 years later, in front of the video rental, there is a warm breath on your face again. Everything is okay again.
Everything is so okay.
Can't wait.
Your eyelids
Oh,
flutter
I
open
pressed
for
the
a
wrong one.
moment. When you close them again, you sense the light of the room around you. You're back. In 2 seconds, the alarm will ring.
The last thought in your head before waking is, maybe you shouldn't have seen that stained glass window in the church.
Could I go back? Open your eyes. What to do first thing in the morning? Yay, I'm all healed. Good morning, Harry. Yeah, we should go to the church first. Good morning, Kim.
Yes?
Ooh, I found out what the pail is while you were gone.
Wonderful. What is your takeaway?
Where are we, Lieutenant Kitsuragi?
In Elysium, behind our eyes. Like all human beings, Detective. The world is what it is. I'm glad to see you're stable. Keep it that way.
I'm stable?
Now, was there anything else, or should we get to it?
Okay, let's... There's so many things I want to do. What do I do first? The white check should be back, right? Horseback Monument. There was a white check for that? Well, let's see if we can do the ones. I don't know why I can only scroll like this. I can't pull it like that. It just goes back. Okay. Let's go to the church. Do the church stuff. Oh, I guess I could have teleported here. Should we try to dance again?
Oh, hey man, it's good to see you.
Higher quality audio dance fever incoming, found the melody. Savoir faire. It says impossible 18 though. That doesn't make sense. Why is it impossible 18 and then it says I have a 58% chance to get this Hold
Goodbye,
on.
officer.
Let's do it in a bit. I have a check with you, I think. For the base.
Good morning! Yeah!
Oh, it's still locked.
Harder car!
Good skill points interfacing. To open this white check. Oh! I guess I could.
The mother of humanism.
Are none of the white checks... Is it a full 24 hours?
what
Like
is
I have
it?
to wait for the time? Okay, so I finally heard the pale thing. But I need more logic. I don't have any logic right now. Encyclopedia. I know I have logic stuff somewhere. I would organize this, but kind of lazy. I look wild. That gave me 2, right? It's a lot of logic stuff I've got. Okay.
Yes, what is it?
There we go. Form a theory on the 2mm hole in the world.
All you hear is silence in your head.
Hey, about that 2mm hole
The
again.
swallow, you mean? What? Great.
Okay, wait.
Thanks.
It's insane. I have like 8. Plus 5. Bonuses from items. Bonuses from thoughts. -1. Oh, I have a -1 going right now. Okay, let's not do that yet. This one's interfacing. I decided to re-roll it just because nothing interesting happened from that white check failing.
Yes.
And I
what is
kind of
it?
just want to get it out of the way since it was such a high percentage. Shoot me. You know, it's just, I don't know. It's the same thing. It's kind of not really the same thing as the dance. I just want to finish this part.
You don't have to.
There.
You already have. A long time ago.
Suna, it is the origin point of the pail.
What?
The swallow, it's how it starts. It's baby pail.
But Pale isn't here. We're thousands of kilometers from the edge.
That comforts her.
Oh, no. Look up first. We are 20 meters from the very edge.
She looks up into the darkness under the nave, then back at
That's
you.
terrifying. The pale is only an effect, a transition between the world and that.
Then, what is that?
It's nothing. No, it's less than nothing.
It's less
No.
than... It's less than nothing. The final rest state for reality. Imagine if all this, spread your hands, never was.
Then the pale is...
Simply a gradient?
But the gradient, it clearly hasn't started yet. We're here, and the pale is not.
One day when it's larger it will be.
I understand. A theory of the pale where instead of an outer ocean, it metastasizes, like a cancer or a mold, erupting in points inside the world.
Nod, this is one of those places.
According to this, how long?
Until it starts swallowing, it's already started. Starting with sound.
And information, causing data losses in the East Insulindian front.
It's so
Have you
terrifying.
considered why it's formed in a church? And also when or how it might start growing, or if it has other effects, in addition to sound and data.
An intellectual hunger fills her now, casting fear aside.
I also have a question, since we are piling them on. How do you know this? I'm not doubting you. I'm simply curious as to how a detective of the RCM...
Oh, this makes more sense to me. It didn't form in a church. The church formed around it.
Of course! A
Yeah.
pine wood sarcophagus, or a containment facility of some kind, built by the first settlers.
Yes, acting on an instinctual level or religious practices we've forgotten.
I have considered the same. The bad news is, there were 7 pinewood churches built in the first decade of provincial settlement. Most of them were burnt down during the revolution, or repurposed before, during the suzerain. I'm not saying all of them have one in them, but
Some of them might. A black grain hanging in the air.
All the failed businesses in the doomed commercial area, all the failure in Martinez.
you think the presence of that puncture has somehow influenced the outcome of events here?
Yep.
Even say software development?
She already made up her mind when she heard it. Some kind of great and uncaring force had to play a part. It wasn't only them.
Yeah, all the failed businesses and ideologies, there's something wrong here.
I told the producers we need to go and move to a normal office building with amenities. But no, the artists like the milieu, the writers like the history. I told them.
I should let people still working in there know about this. They might be affected.
You mean Plaisance and the dice maker?
Yeah.
There was almost no one left when we packed up.
Yes, both of them deserve to know.
Then go tell them.
I think I've had this thought before, that's how I know.
An amateur anthropomedic police officer. I'd like to say I've heard stranger things, but I'm not sure. This is a hell of a guess, however. Well worded, I might add.
Oh, thanks, Kim.
Yes, it is very interesting. But I wouldn't say you know. This is a guess. One that's going to have to be proved by anthroponetic scientists.
One day, all the world will be like that 2-millimeter hole.
She falls silent. The wind blows in through the hole in the stained glass window, cold and moist.
I'm going to leave that out. But the rest, some of this I can use to start to explain this to the rest of the team. Maybe I'll sound mad, but...
Man, you will certainly sound mad.
One more thing. Maybe a club for anodic music isn't the worst thing you can erect around this particular point in space.
The club is the only thing keeping this place and the rest of reality together.
I wouldn't go so far as to...
No, absolutely.
Yeah! Once the light is on in the universe, it will never go out!
Thank you, Egghead. Let's leave it at that, shall we? We have an anthropomedic detection to perform in this district.
I do have one mystery that still needs solving. The radio ghost in the Doom commercials area's electronic doorbell.
The creepy woman! We were wondering about that when we worked there, but I had completely forgotten about it ever since. It must be entroponetic crosstalk, the one you get in radios and long-distance calls. Now it makes sense, with the pail right on the doorstep.
See?
Incredible. This would also explain why we get it on the police radio all the time.
Entroponetic crosstalk?
It's quite common, actually. When the signal gets routed through pail, all kinds of irregularities take place. You may hear snippets of someone else's conversation, or the voice of your former lover, or an echo of an event that took place 100 years ago. Pale is a shroud of memories, and it doesn't really distinguish to whom those memories belong to. You could hear anything.
That makes sense. Thanks for explaining it to me.
Anytime. The swallow, you mean?
Okay,
Great.
yeah, that's it.
Thanks.
Awesome. Okay, that one's done. Oh, so we have to inform Plaisance and the dice maker. We could do that today also. I need to put on my interfacing stuff. I don't think I have any interfacing stuff other than this. I don't like what I'm wearing. I want this hat. I want to look like this. This is how I want to look. Let's give myself some Inland Empire. Or more savoir-faire? Yeah. That's a new thought that I gained. Cleaning out the rooms. Someone's been walking around in your dreams lately looking for something, tidying up, rearranging, storing away all the unrealized dreams, putting old pains in the boxes. The worst nightmares have settled down for a while. I spot a light on the bedroom door after the dark, the fluttering of eyelids in the spring sun. A thought that arises only to disappear again, and yet there's a pattern emerging. Cleaning out the rooms. This has to probably do with logic, right? Or psych, maybe. Not psych. Physique. Alright. I really hope I don't fail this.
Yeah!
Whoa, that was a crazy sound we heard before.
Yeah! It was awesome and scary. Very hardcore.
Very hardcore. His voice booms through the chamber, then gets silent.
Too hardcore, in fact. I couldn't control it at all.
What happened?
It sucks up all the air in the mix until it's the only thing left. Starts compressing itself and everything around it. Completely fills up the headspace. Extreme!
Extreme!
Inside your chest, the heart beats still with the after effects of the sound. Imagine if you could harness that power.
What if
making
this is...
it pulse.
Oops. What if this is the answer to Van Eyck's jam? We could use the sound for the bass.
Oh! But how?
What about the compressor? The one with the spiky hair was setting up to achieve some sort of parallel processing.
The one with the spiky hair was setting up. It's locked. This one?
Oh, hey man, it's good to see you.
Let's give it a try.
You close your eyes and dream of the shapes your body should form to bring this strange music into life. For now, such ferocity of motion is beyond you.
Impossible. Okay.
But just imagine the moves you could pull to this futuristic beat.
Puts a grin on your face just to think about it. Even a failed attempt gets the juices flowing and repairs some of the damage.
Alright, I've already heard that. You know, it's probably impossible because the beat is not complete yet. You know? We need the bass.
Man. What's on your mind?
Oh, here. Internalize the hardcore aesthetic. Don't just nod along, really feel it.
Dedicated, hyperactive, unified. You will have to add something of your own to understand this list of loosely formed qualities called hardcore. You need your own entry. Make it. Overwhelm them with moves. Try to have the most moves going on.
The most moves. Long live the world that gave shape to the hardcore to complete itself, a true heir to DeLorean values. 3.5 centuries and the gift still keeps on giving. I've got the money, I don't have the money. I've got the place, you've got the figure, you've got the face. Oh, it's a song. Let's get together, we're jumping all over the world. Think of cornering the moves market. They won't know what hit them there. You know, it feels unfair, there's a party everywhere. No, thinking of Thinking of cornering the moves market, they won't know what hit him.
Yeah, you should even try to put moves inside your moves.
Yeah. I want to talk more about
Dead
this
body,
place.
spirit entered. What is there to talk of?
You say that as a carpenter yourself?
I don't say much anything as a carpenter anymore. They tried to make me into a reckoner and a leveller. Made me a bit manic, you know. I regret the time I dedicated to that profession and that worker collective. I say things more as a member of the hardcore side dance community these days.
You're not going to ask me how I know?
Why? You're a cop. I carry carpentry tools.
I want to talk about the glasswork again.
Sure.
Hold on. In case it severely hurts me.
What's on your mind? Dead body, spirit,
glasswork.
mass murderer. Why?
Oh, there's nothing
Okay.
else.
Sure.
Welcome back.
No, I need empathy. I thought it was every new day at the dawn of every day, but I think it's like really a 24-hour cycle. I have to wait 24 hours? Is that it? I'm just gonna check out the red check door. Here. This one.
An old door worn by elements guards the
Interfacing.
depot, the wind.
I don't have much in interfacing. Maybe I really should put a point in interfacing. I don't know. One won't make a difference in this door.
An old door worn by elements guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it.
It says impossible.
The door
Okay.
has
Walk away. Let's not do that then. Because I put a point in interfacing, it said I could redo this one. The egghead one. My map said so. Why is this one? Why was that? Okay, nothing. Let's go. Come on, please give me some bass. Please.
Yeah!
Okay, 42%. The audio onslaught can be tamed. Connect the dots. It says godly though.
sidechain the beat.
Oh, thank God, thank God, thank God. Sidechain? What does that even mean?
Listen, you can use the compressor to select between which track it's compressing, either the auxiliary signal or the main input from the tape. Make it alternate between the signals. The compressor controls the gain based on the level of the signal on the aux sidechain input. It will allow maintaining a loud sound without peaks that fill up all the headspace.
Okay, Egg, you need to start sidechaining it. Explain the concept to him.
Sidechaining it, you said?
He turns down the music. His hand moves deftly across the mixer, setting up the necessary controls.
Then he puts on his headphones and his eyes go wide. Wider than they've ever gone on drugs.
Yep.
He starts jumping up and down with bliss, in total silence, still listening to his headphones.
I'm so excited to hear this.
Hey, what did you do to Egghead, Cop Man? Did you break him?
Just wait and see. Nod at Egghead.
Are you ready, pussy?
Noid straightens his back, ready for the beat.
I was born ready, Egg.
Give him a thumbs up. Oh, there we go. Hell yeah. The beat is full now. Maybe I can dance now. Where do we get these lights from?
The audio assault is glorious. The speed freak dances on the stage, intensely waving his hand in the air.
This is beauty! This is life!
Yeah,
What
continue.
in the world is going on? The way melody
Oh.
and bass flow together. It's unnatural.
This one is for the anodic generation.
Introducing the ultimate sound!
The hardcore aesthetic just got more bassy.
This is wild. The signs are off the charts.
God damn it! This dance club idea might just work out.
DeLorean Church! The place to be! Pump it! Pump it!
This is it. This
It
is a
healed
new
me.
era. The fabric of the world has been irrevocably altered.
Alright, goodbye, Egghead. We did some good there. Whoa, everyone's talking at the same time. I wonder if now the dance is not impossible because it's like all proper.
Oh, hey man, it's good to see you.
Still impossible. Really? Can someone explain this to me? It says savoir-faire, impossible 18, no words, just dance. But then here it says 92%. That doesn't make any sense. I'm not gonna take my chances. That's it for now.
Goodbye, officer.
Bye. I'm not gonna do it right now because I might hurt my feelings again. Let's talk to Plaisance and the Dice Maker. Gosh, we're getting things done. Then maybe we can talk to Classier? Okay. Oh, we can talk to the pale woman too. Hold on. We have a lot to do. There is a check here for this thing for some reason. Probably because of my interface.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
What did this king do?
Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy.
In what way?
Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola.
How did he manage to blow through the entire national treasury?
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices. He called it the Sol Aurum. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person.
I would like to sleep on gold, hustler style.
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
Oh, the what now?
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at
I
squandering
think we
the
heard this
national
from the other
treasury
guy.
on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy.
So he was addicted to nose candy, a bloated druggie.
That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later, right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Insulindian Bay.
Okay, where is he buried now?
Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum. A group of marble pleurons still surround the king's vandalized tomb. A deathly cold wind sweeps up candy wrappers and old newspapers.
What happened to the statue?
The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn-of-the-century revolution, when Martinez was leveled. Most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the communards had more time, they would have reduced it up to even finer pieces.
Who restored the monument?
Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
It's brilliant, so funny and nihilistic.
People in Martinez tend to disagree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders. with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists. Those critics might have it wrong though. There's more to it than just ironism, but you can't say what precisely. Perhaps this art mystery will be solved at a later time. Philip III, the squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death. Not that he ever did in life either.
Alright, leave. What's this? I was never able to... Whoa, what's this? Hello? I have so much speed. What do I do with all of this? I don't want to just use it all. It's
The woman
wild.
is still hunched over the railing.
Okay, snap your fingers.
What is it? What do you want?
I think I know what's going on with you.
And what is that?
You're a pail driver. You transport goods through the pail.
Great. He asked the Pines rep about the pail, and now he's talking to everyone about it.
Yeah, I'm a learned man.
Fine then. Just try not to black out again, and don't contemplate. We don't have time for that.
It's death, but for the universe, oh, we're contemplating the living shit out of this.
Oh, I'm contemplating, Kim. I'm drawing existential conclusions from this.
Exactly what I didn't want you to do.
But I have to.
Ma'am, my partner wanted to know if you work in pail transport.
No offense. But your partner?
She lights the cigarette. A white and silver cloud of smoke disappears into her mouth.
Seems like a bit of an idiot.
She breathes out. The air tastes sweet.
Republica, a filterless cigarette from Mesk.
I'm not an idiot. I'm a detective of the RCM. Don't say I'm an idiot.
You are an idiot. And you are keeping me here, glued to this rocket.
Glued.
Unless there was anything else.
Fine. I mean, Kim did warn me that it was going to hurt my feelings. I guess it did. Did someone confirm that I have to have full health and full morale? Like, or else I suffer a penalty for having, like, my morale down by 1? Is that a thing? Okay, let's go to the dice maker first. I like her more. Hello, ma'am.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Ooh.
I'm listening.
No, I don't care. I have more questions about the intercom.
I'm pretty sure it still doesn't.
No,
sure.
I don't.
I'm
Joke.
listening.
Okay, I don't care about the other
Good.
places that...
I hope it clarified things a bit.
I
What
think I
else?
found the actual source of the curse.
I thought we agreed that the curse isn't real.
It's a bit more complicated than that. I first thought it would be.
I'm listening.
Okay, wait, oh my god.
You came all the way up here to tell me that
Oh,
you
damn it, I
can't
should have done
tell
that.
me because
There's
I
a-
won't like the answer?
There's a 2mm hole in reality located in the church and on the other side of the canal. I think it may be related to Pale.
Excuse me? A 2mm hole in reality? This can't be true.
I'm afraid it is, ma'am. Sona Lukanen killed the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident made the discovery.
Sona is involved in this?
Oh, she appears to take this in while the chatter from her headphones continues unabated.
So it's even worse than I thought. It's not just the commercial area that's cursed, it's the entire world.
That's what I'm saying.
She looks outside the window where daylight has filled the yard.
Don't worry about it. You've been doing just fine. I'm sure it's nothing. No, actually, yeah, it's
You mean
nothing.
considering the fact that the world is collapsing on my porch?
She gives you a rueful smile and takes a look around.
In any case, thank you for stopping by. It's good to have an answer, even if I can't claim to understand it fully.
I have more Shivers stuff, I think. Hold on. How much Shivers do I have? I have a +1. Pretty sure I had like a shirt or something that had Shivers. It's not pants. Nope. Oh damn, I thought it was that. The armor. It's not. This has Shivers already. Nope, it doesn't. Shivers. Oh, here. Shivers. I think that's it, though. I've gone through these so many times that, like, I remember. Yep. +3 Shivers. That should be enough.
It's you again.
Why
Are you
hasn't her
looking for a
business
die?
failed?
A gust of cold air sweeps through the chimney. The stones and minerals on the shelves rattle as though agitated. For a moment, it almost feels as though you're outside the building, exposed to the atmosphere.
Hey, Neha, the curse is real and I figured out why it has spared you.
Didn't we already talk about this?
Yeah. She asks as the wind continues to sweep in through the cracks of the old chimney. It's because you're not in the same building as the others. This isn't technically the doomed commercial area.
What are you talking about? My address is exactly the same. Rue de Saint-Guilain 10.
No, the old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture. Its ruins swallowed up, yet it has a different address in the heart of the city.
No, this used to be a coal plant. Touch the safety curtains. You're in a chimney of another building.
This doesn't make any sense.
She looks around the makeshift nest that she has carved out for herself, bewildered.
Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from?
I'm just using logic. It's windy in here. You probably haven't properly sealed the chimney crown point above.
You're right. I should take a trip to the roof once the snow is gone. Does it mean that I'm safe from failure?
Rest assured, no psychic attacks will... Nope. No one's really ever safe from failure.
She starts laughing, her fingers trying to rub away the exhaustion from her face.
What?
Do you know what this is?
She raises a hand to reveal a piece of metal shining in her index finger. A lucky charm? A Seminese ward?
It's a mourning ring. I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry shop right here in the East Delta Commerce Center, built with the little I inherited from my parents. I drove it into the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan.
Why are you telling me this?
It wasn't just the jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was just the world that you were supposed to try again and again until you finally succeed. And now you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned chimney?
Yes, coincidence is all that safeguards us.
Yeah. Or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed. It's such a precarious place. Nothing ever works out the way you want it. That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be, you can try again. Still, there is something inherently violent even about dice rolls. It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative ending or an entirely different world.
She picks up a pair of dice from the table and examines them under the light.
But anyway, thanks for sharing your theories, officer.
Officer? What did I gain? The precarious world. Okay. Let's not do that one yet. Let's go to Plaisance. Oh, Plaisance. Should I try the barbel again? Should I? It's just physical instrument, which I'm pretty sure. I think. How do I check? God damn it. This scrolling is driving me mad! Oh, the cargo container! But it says impossible still. Physical instrument. Physical instrument. I have a -1. What's that from? Where's my -1 physical instrument? Show yourself. There it is. Okay. I don't know if I have physical instrument now. Actually. Pain threshold. Oh, oh wait. This one also has it. And I prefer Hyamdal. Hyamdal. I'm just constantly hurting myself and I have to keep buying more medicine. That's great. Let's do it. Let's do this barbell thing. Let's empty our hands, though. Empty hands. Will drugs help? Nope. Alcohol will help, though. But I've already hurt myself mentally. Ugh. Okay, let's go.
The barbell waits
Wait,
patiently.
leave. I have lifting gloves. Where are they? Lifting gloves, lifting gloves. These ones. There we go. Whew, I almost forgot.
The barbell waits patiently on the
High-performing
floor
weightlifting
like a dog
gloves.
for its master.
Please, 42%, please, please. I've done this, like, I've hurt myself like 3 or 4 times doing this. Can I just reload this? I just want to see it through. I keep getting hurt by this, and it's like, I've seen it. I'm gonna reload it.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor like a dog for its master.
Come on.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor like a dog
There
for
we
its
go.
master.
Come on, lift it. Yes. Go, Harry. Yes.
Conjuring up an inhuman amount of strength, you raise the barbell up in the air. Your biceps tremble, but you're a savage. This is a children's game.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
A warm wave of accomplishment washes over your head as you drop the barbell to the floor. For a moment, it feels like you're strong enough to succeed at anything you ever set your mind to.
Good technique.
Yeah, the lieutenant nods with approval. I know. You know, it's not... No big. I've only done it like 8 times. I practiced. Just some of these white checks, I just want to get them over and done with because I feel like I'm already getting to the point. Like, if I've seen the fail, I'll take the fail, like the first time. But after a while, it's like, I just want to move it along, so I will reload it. I apologize. Like, I don't usually play games like that, but with this, I feel like I kind of want to. Is there anything with the little girl that I've missed?
Hi, Ace Detective.
Mm-hmm.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding
This was a white
barbarian
check.
on the cover.
Do any of the books
Nearly
call
all
out
the
to me?
titles contain the word Hyundai somewhere.
Wait, how do... Am I misunderstanding how white checks work? Do I have to add a point in? Because this one just refreshes on its own, rhetoric. Or does it just do it every day? It's confusing. Okay. I want to buy this book, but I'm poor. Where's my bag? I need to have my bag with me at all times. Let's carry it in our left hand this time. Hey, there we go.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Feels like so long since I last spoke to her. Plaisance, I have something to tell you. I found the actual source of doom.
What do you mean, the actual source? Are you here to lecture me about economics again?
My investigation has led me to discover a 2mm entropinetic hole in reality. That's the source of doom, both in the commercial area and in Martinez.
A what?
A tiny hole. In reality, it may be connected with Pale, an origin point of sorts. It would explain why historically so many things have ended in failure here in Martinez.
Ma'am, what he's saying is true. We found an anthroponetic anomaly in the small Pinewood church down the coast. I don't mean to be an alarmist, and more research is needed, but it's not looking good.
But that's not in any of the ancient texts. How am I supposed to protect my bookstore from that?
You can't protect it, not against Pale. Close up the shop and try to get as far away from this thing as possible.
Close the shop? But it's all I have. No, there must be a way. Especially now that Annette is settling in at school again. She's finally making friends in this place. No, we can't leave Martinez. We can't. Thank you for your help in any case. You're welcome back here anytime.
Oh well. Farewell for now, book peddler. Oh, she doesn't want to go. That's on her. Oh, I can't even scroll anymore. Okay. We should... I want to go talk to Everard before I continue on with Classier. Wait, do I? No, let's see if Classier is ready to talk, actually. Am I saying her name right? I keep forgetting how to pronounce her name. Classier? Are these people gonna do anything? Hello? Are you gonna do anything?
Again? I can't believe...
Okay, never mind. How about
yes. What is it?
Did you hear that? Did you hear me sing? Did you like it?
That was pretty good, Harry.
Yeah.
Wasn't it, Jean?
Whoa, how does she know your name? She probably heard it from somewhere. You have to be more careful, Karaoke star. Names are dangerous.
Huh, that was... Yeah, that was absolute shit, if you want my opinion. Drunken shit. Haven't wanted anything to end this badly since I had cluster headaches. Horrible. Truly horrible.
It was awesome, shut up.
I beg of you, don't ever subject anyone to this torture again. I mean, seriously, you need to...
Jean, it's not right. Don't make it worse, and I really liked it.
She actually did.
Yeah, she did. Look, something is really bugging me. No. Are you with him? Point to the man with the sunglasses.
Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
You look cute together. No, nothing. Just wondering.
The sooner you figure this hanging out, the sooner everyone can go home.
Oh,
God damn it, you...
Can I actually help you with something?
Sorry, I accidentally pressed... Look, something is really bugging me. Are we or are we not from the same police station? God damn it, you leave her alone. The man with the sunglasses snaps at you. Keep your weird bullshit to yourself and be professional. For once, for fuck's sake.
Yes, of course. Preposterous. I mean, you would remember if they were, right? Who forgets their squad mates? That's not possible.
Did you just call me Harry?
Yes, I called you by your name. What about it?
How do you know my name?
God, everybody knows your name. Please go finish your investigation so everyone can go home.
Everyone knows my name. It's like I'm a star. A karaoke star. Can I talk to her again? She's had a good sleep. Right? It's morning. It's raining.
Officer, what brings you up here in the rain?
Let's talk about this so-called assault.
Not my favorite topic, but okay.
Can you tell me about him? Name, eyes, age?
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not
Okay,
right
fine.
now.
I know it's difficult, miss.
Okay.
We can
How about
Probably
we,
have to do
you
this
know,
one.
Change the subject to something more light.
Okay. So I guess... Oh, no. I guess we talk to Titus. We're about to go to talk to Titus Hardy and the Hardy Boys again, so I might as well end the episode here because I think it's going to move forward, like there's going to be more things to do anyways. So we'll end it here, and the next time we'll speak to him, and then to Everard, I think, unless we get sidetracked again. So until then, take care.